안녕 여러분.
This is how we do when my homies go.
You're listening to Gecko Radio, Jeju Morning Alternative. Good morning, Jeju. Hello. Let's get this poster down. Boop. Good morning, guys. How you guys doing today? It is another morning with Gecko Radio, Jeju Morning Alternative. I am your DJ, your host, your pilot through this tumultuous, I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm Marcos and Jay. How you guys doing here? Sometimes life has a way of making everything happen at once. Work piles up, messages, they keep coming in. They don't stop coming, you know, your inbox. If you have friends. My inbox, not so much. But it just feels like even the smallest tasks, it just like weighs down your mind. So my question for you is, when life gets busy, how do you slow yourself down? Because it's a good thing to do. I was gonna say I exercise, but then no, when I exercise, it's like super intense. So no, not that. I think what I do when I slow down, this is such an old man response, is I have a garden and I have a big yard. So what I do is I let the dogs out and then I start watering the flowers. And I start watering, like I have some basil and tomatoes out there. And so I just start watering the plants, and that helps me kind of slow down a little bit. How about you guys? How do you slow down? Do you sit quietly with a cup of coffee? Do you meditate? Especially if you have a family, man, how do you do it? You know what I mean? Okay, so show rundown today. We got the weather, of course. Then it is question of the day. Then Jeju Morning News Briefing, of course. What's going down in the GC? Yes. And then it's our Wednesday segment, Jeju Jams, okay? And then we will wrap things up with Jeju Word of the Day. It's a super fun theme today. It's really nice. I enjoy it. Okay, so let's start things off with our first song of the day. This is the band that we started with yesterday. They just joined Gecko Radio yesterday. Whoo the Spicy, love them. And it's funny, this title is just one of those days, man. One of those days. So this is Whoo the Spicy, one of those days.
나는 생각이 끝도 없고 또 나는 그냥 멍하니 떠 있어. 시간은 흘러 계속 흘러. 어떤 날은 할 말이 끝도 없고 또 어떤 날은 아무 말도 하고 싶지가 않아. 시간은 흘러 계속 흘러. 어떤 날은 모든 게 정말 무의미한 것 같고 또 어떤 날은 모든 것들이 너무 아름다워. 시간은 흘러 계속해서 시간은 흘러 계속해서 시간은 흘러 계속 흘러.
For that Jeju morning alternative, tune in to Gecko Radio, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. all week, baby. That's right, Monday through Friday, all week. How you doing today? I feel like my screen is a little... Okay, there we go. I was a little off kilter there. How you guys doing today? How you guys doing? Yes, good morning, GC, and welcome back to another edition of Gecko Radio, Jeju Morning Alternative. Uh-oh, my dog wants to play with me. I don't know. Can you see her? Can you see her in the back here? There we go. Yeah, she's bringing her socks. She wants to play with me. This is a little early. She usually does it a little bit later, but that's super cool when she does that. Not interruptive at all. Okay. I'm your host, Marcos Sinche, coming to you live from the global education city on Jeju Island in Gyojung. It is Wednesday, July 15th, and you are listening to episode 58. Thank you, Neela. That is so nice of you to join in on the morning rundown. Gecko Radio is your all-English morning show for the GEC community and Jeju and the world, and listeners across the island bringing you local weather, Jeju headlines, community updates, food, culture, and the small details that make the island so special. Maybe you're on your way to work, logging on for the day, grabbing your first coffee, or still waiting for your brain to fully wake up before 8 a.m. Yeah, that's challenging. That's challenging. Many times when I go to the office, I do not talk to anybody until I get my coffee. Do not talk to me. Do not come at me with things to do until I get my coffee, right? Wherever you are, good morning, and thank you for starting your day with us. I'm your Mark. I am your Mark. I'm Mark, your producer, DJ, writer, editor, marketer, and morning guide to life in Jeju. Please follow us at Gecko Radio Jeju. That's where we put little updates. We do little snippets of the show. We also put little updates, of new artists join us or cool things like that. Also, you can follow me if you feel like it. I'm not doing too much. Just, DJ Makia. And then writer Jeju Jade. She's the really cool person to follow. She's got a lot going on. She's a henya. She's a writer. She's an author. Yes. So good morning, everybody. Yeah. Okay. So, excuse me. Let's do the question of the day, shall we? Time to do it. It's the Gecko question of the day. It's the Gecko question of the day. Question of the day. It's the Gecko question of the day. Yeah. All right, it's the Gecko question. Hey, Sherry in the house. Good to see you, Sherry. Good to see you. We missed you yesterday or the past couple of days. What have you been up to? We are about to do the question of the day, the Jeju question of the day. Okay, let's check it out. Question of the day. Why is that all the way up there? Okay, here we go. Jeju question of the day. Now, long before plastic containers and refrigerators, many Jeju households, they relied on these traditional earthenware jars to ferment things, right? They fermented kimchi, doenjang, gochujang, soy sauce, and even drinking water. They didn't ferment that, thank goodness, but it held the drinking water. Okay. Even today, you'll still see them lined up outside old homes along Jeju's stone walls. You do also see these in Seoul as well, but the Jeju version has a unique element to it, which we will talk about later, which is super cool. So the question is, what are these called? What do you call these jars that you see outside of these? You see them outside restaurants, you see them outside old style homes. Okay, what are they called? Are they called A, soban, B, ongi, C, myeongseok, or D, jeolgu? Are they soban, ongi, myeongseok? Neela, what are you doing? Or jeolgu? Okay, so yes, we are gonna jump into another song break. Okay, I'm gonna put this question on the board. Yeah, question of the daytime. That's right, Sherry. Let us know what you've been up to. Oh, she was busy. Okay. Being a grandma for the first time. Get out. Get out. Oh my goodness. Sherry. Wow, that's amazing. My baby who is 20, her baby who is 20, he and his girlfriend had a bouncing baby boy. Congratulations, Sherry. That's amazing. That's amazing to hear. That's awesome. Wow. Oh yeah, you're only 45 years old and you're already a grandma. You're gonna be a cool grandma. You know what I mean? You're gonna be a cool one. And your son, wow, congratulations to that baby boy, healthy baby boy. So cool. So cool. Awesome to hear. All right. So we're gonna do another song break, and then we will come back with the weather. What are we gonna do here? Let me get this picture off here. Yes. Okay. Yep. This is our group. This is good old fashioned group of Gecko Radio. This is the compilation. They're called Normal Aliens, which composes of Hoomin, Sandoe, and byul with the title Normal Aliens. Enjoy, and we will be back with the weather.
아무도 없는 텅 빈 방 안에 두고의 시간을 보내면서 스스로 가뒀었던 나 적경계서 위를 뚫고 날아가고 싶다며 내 의지들을 써내려가 저기 몰려있던 너흰 항상 날 집어삼켜 사실 이건 내 피해망상이었을 뿐 누구보다 거대하다고 믿었었는데 그들과 같은 인간이었네 We are alien, oh we are alien
Coming true.
We're not alien, oh we're not alien
지켜봐 우리 일방인이라 여겼지만 똑같지 Cause
We're just alien, oh no more alien
somebody said it's invasion 허나 우린 줄곧 여기에 있어 적응하기까지 몇 년의 세월 대부분 떠났지만 우린 여기에 있어 중앙로 지하도 어제 2008년 출사의 막내 그게 시작점 공연장 담배 연기 낭만이 가득하던 20살 처음 마이크 잡아 지나고 보니 좋았었지 현재 날 모른 마흔인데 이젠 뒷전에라 생각할지 몰라도 아직 써낼 가사가 남았는지 나 여기에 있어 블루윌 인디 아까밤 함께 했던 형제들은 전부 각자의 자리에서 난 무대 위에서 또 계속 비트를 채워나가 like invasion
We are alien, oh we are alien
Coming true
We're not alien, oh we're not alien
지켜봐 우리 일방인이라 여겼지만 똑같지 Cause
We're just alien, oh no more alien 도시에 머물던 이내 몸은 시퍼런 바다를 넘고 또 넘어 이제야 정든 곳엔이었으나 나는 이 길 위에 길손이로다 불러도 대답 없는 나그네여 이름조차 잊은 채 걷고 있네
그래 여겼지만 똑같지 Cause
We're just alien, a normal alien.
What's the weather like in Jeju? We're gonna tell you what to do if it's sunny or rainy or calling typhoons. What's the weather like in Jeju?
All right, we're back, and now let's take a look at the weather around Jeju for Wednesday, July 15th. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, beep, bring it up, PD. Up, too small. Bring it, make it a little bit bigger. What happened is I made the screen a little bit bigger, the TV screen, so everything's out of whack. I didn't take that into account because I'm not a smart man. Okay. Let's get into the weather today. All right, for this morning's Gecko radio weather, the headline is a cloudy, and unsettled. So I feel like I keep saying this. I feel like I can be saying this for like the past 3, 4, 5 days, man. It's been cloudy and it's been unsettling. It's like this weather is just like, ooh, am I gonna rain on you? Am I gonna rain? You know what I mean? Like, just bring it. Give us the rain, please. My garden needs it. Okay, rant over. All right. So yes, when it comes to Jeju, we're talking a cloudy and unsettled start across Jeju with scattered rain or thunderstorms possible before brighter and very warm conditions develop later. That's cool, but we could seriously use the rain, okay? Now here in Daejeong, that's where we are, and the GEC area, expect a cloudy and humid morning with temperatures around 26 to 27 degrees. There may be a few showers early in the day, but conditions should gradually become drier with the afternoon's highs reaching around 29 degrees. Now, you want to keep the umbrella nearby, but you may also need the sunglasses later. Up in Jeju City, that's the north, it's going to be noticeably hotter. Yes, it is. It is hot up there, man. Temperatures will already be around 28 degrees early this morning. Ooh, sorry about that, you guys, on your morning commute if you're in your car. Sorry to hear that. Okay, it's rising quickly to around 31 or 32 degrees by lunchtime. Cloud cover should begin breaking up with some sunshine possible later in the morning, but the humidity will make it feel even warmer. Down in Seogyepo, we're talking about the south side now. Expect a mostly cloudy and muggy morning with a few early showers possible. Temperatures will begin at around 27 degrees and rise to approximately 29 degrees by the middle of the day. It may not be the hottest part of the island, but the humidity will make the air feel heavy and uncomfortable. Is there anybody who really enjoys humidity, like heavy humidity? I'm sure there are. I am not one of them because my skin is like really sensitive to humidity. Okay, and over in Seongsan and East Jeju, the morning may be the most unsettled. Okay, with periods of rain and thunderstorms possible. Conditions should improve later in the morning with some sunshine developing and temperatures climbing from around 26 or 27 degrees to approximately 30 degrees. So if you're heading east early, watch out for sudden rain and reduced visibility on the roads. So overall, this is another changeable Jeju summer day. Rain is possible in places through the afternoon with total rainfall across the island forecast is roughly 5 to 40 millimeters. My goodness, what a range. 5 to 40? I mean, what even is that? That's like saying, pardon me. But some areas may brighten up considerably between the showers, so keep the umbrella in your bag, dress for the heat and humidity, wear that sunscreen, people, and don't be surprised if today gives you rain, clouds, and sunshine all within a few hours. My goodness. Okay. All right. Let's do another song break here. Now, this is we just very recently introduced this artist. We're super happy to have her. We just introduced her this week. This is Omjine, and the song is Sweethearting. But from what I understand from her social media, she is releasing the music video of Sweethearting today. Now, I'm not sure she's in Korea. She might actually be on the other side of the planet right now. I'm not sure where she's based right now, but the music video of this track will be dropped sometime today, which is super exciting, July 15th. So until then, let's enjoy Sweethearting together by Omjine, and then we'll come back with the answer reveal of the question of the day. Gecko Radio in the morning, the only station out of the GEC Jeju. That's right, the only station out of the GEC Jeju. Pardon me, guys. I don't know why my throat is so darn scratchy today. All right. How you guys doing, everybody? The chat is just blowing up here. I think we got all the heavy hitters in here. We got Ice Cream Golem. We got AO in the house. We got Sherry in the house. Halsey joins us. Okay, how you guys doing today? Yeah, Sherry's digging the ethereal vibe with this song. Omjine is great. She has been so happy to be a part of Gecko Radio, and she's just saying thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're also saying thank you, thank you, thank you. It's really great. Now when it comes to her, I don't think she's Jeju based. In fact, she might not even be in Korea at the moment. I'm not sure. I gotta find out where she is right now. She could be in Seoul. She could be, but her and I, we've just been DMing each other on Instagram. And I mean, she's just been super awesome. And a lot of these other artists, some of these new ones, we've been very, very lucky. We're going to introduce two new artists. Well, they've been in the game for a while, but we're going to introduce two more artists today. They're not based in Jeju, but they're going to be part of the 2026 Stepping Stone Festival. So that's cool. We got two new debuts today. You're gonna love them. So yes, let's get into the answer of the question of the day. All right, question of the day here again. Okay, long before plastic containers and refrigerators, many Jeju households relied on these traditional earthenware to ferment kimchi, doenjang, gochujang, soy sauce, and even store drinking water, among other things. Some even stored alcohol. Okay, even like makgeolli and soju. Okay, even today, you can still see them lined up outside old homes along Jeju's stone walls. What are they called? What are these traditional earthenware called? Is it soban, ongi, myeongseok, or chalgu? Okay, what are they? I think I see some answers here. I think I see. Let's look here. Let's look at the chat. I think they said, yeah, ICG, they went with ongi. Let's see. Andromeda Orchestra, they also went with ongi. And let's see, Sherry went with A, soban. The answer is B, ongi. Ding, 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 ding. Yes, Jeju ongi. Yeah, there we go. Those are the pots. That's what you call them, ongi. Now, ongi, okay. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. This is a little answer reveal. Oh, I see that. I didn't know that. I didn't know Gyojung had this new format. Sorry about that, guys. I would have put that one up. Okay. Ongi are the traditional earthenware jars that were once found outside almost every home in Korea across the country, and they were especially important here on Jeju. Before refrigerators, ongi acted as nature's food storage system. Their porous clay allowed just enough air to circulate, making them perfect for fermenting kimchi, doenjang, gochujang, soy sauce, and storing grains, water, and other everyday foods. On Jeju, ongi became an essential part of the island life. The island developed its own distinctive Jeju ongi tradition, with local potters using Jeju's volcanic clay to create jars suited for the island's windy, humid climate. Because fresh water and food preservation were so important on an island, these jars, they weren't just kitchenware, they were a part of the family's daily survival. If you visit Jeju's older villages today, you'll spot few rows of ongi sitting beside basalt stone walls or in front of traditional homes. They're a beautiful reminder of a time when a good design worked with nature, not against it. Now, I haven't had a chance to read the script later on, but the thing is, what's really cool about Jeju ongi is they have a natural sheen, like a natural shine to it. Now, other ongi from the mainland, it's very shiny because they actually put a separate lacquer, like laminate lacquer, to protect it from the elements, right? But also to it also gives it that shiny appearance. But then Jeju ongi has the distinctive, it's not as glassy looking because the actual shimmer comes from the volcanic soil itself, right? So the actual melting of the process, the pottery process, actually gives it this natural glassy, but not like super glassy look. It has that shimmer and it's kind of like bling bling. It's kind of like sparkly, instead of just straight up like glassy looking like mainland ongi. So that's super cool. I feel like we're going to talk about that later. If we don't, there you go. There's your little factoid that I know about Jeju ongi. Okay. I think we got to move right along here. So let's do the news, okay? This just in. Jeju morning news briefing. Okay, our first story is about an emergency drone delivery that brought vital medicine to a patient stranded on Gapado under severe weather. Now, if you're not familiar with Gapado is an island on the southwestern corner of Jeju. It's not part of the main island. It's another island there, and there's a community there. There is a two small villages there. There are people who live there. Now, according to headline Jeju, a woman in her 60s was unable to leave the island for 5 days because strong winds had stopped both ferry and helicopter services. Yes, that's one thing. If the waves are too crazy, they are going to disallow ferries or helicopter travel between Gapado and Jeju-do. She was staying at a guest house on Gapado when she began running low on medication needed for a chronic health condition. Okay. At around 12:07 p.m. on Monday, just a little afternoon, emergency services received a report about her condition. Officials first checked whether a helicopter, rescue vessel, or other emergency transport could reach the island, but the weather made the option impossible. Okay, Gapado Volunteer Fire Brigade then contacted an emergency medical staff, guided him through a video call. After checking the patient's blood pressure and blood sugar, they found that she was showing signs of weakness and decided that the medication needed to reach her urgently. Jeju Province contacted its drone delivery team and then sent an experienced drone operator to the Sangmori Delivery Center. The mission was especially difficult because it was not a scheduled delivery day. No drone staff had been stationed there, and wind gusts around Gapado were reaching approximately 10 meters per second. After carefully checking the weather, the team loaded the medicine onto a drone and launched it at 4:55 p.m. So it did take some time to get that drone in the air. Despite strong winds of 8 to 9 meters per second, causing the drone to tilt during the flight, operators kept it on course through the live video monitoring, and then 10 minutes later, it landed safely on Gapado, where volunteer firefighters were waiting to collect the medicine and deliver it to the patient. And we actually do have the drone landing here in video. Let's check it out together. There it is. Yup. Okay, now, wow, you can see the window. Now, don't let that fool you. That drone is actually quite large. That's a person on the lower left. Let's watch that again. You see the truck there? There's the operator there on the lower left by the truck. So that drone is quite large. It's a drone like mine's got the 4 little, I got the 4, but that drone has the 6, and some of them you can actually I think it's hyper illegal, so don't do it, but it can actually support the weight of a human being. So that's amazing. Officials say that the successful mission was made possible by regular drone training carried out since April. A drone landing pad had already been installed on the roof of the Western Sokupo Public Health Center, and teams had practiced transporting medical supplies and collecting expired medicines along the route to Gapado. Wow, so it did go from Jeju to Gapado. It traveled across all that water. Jeju officials said drone delivery began as a convenience service, but in this case, it became the only available way to reach a patient when both boats and helicopters had been grounded. That's very interesting. The incident shows that drones may help close emergency medical gaps on Jeju's smaller islands, particularly when severe weather cuts them off from the mainland. So there we go. That is fascinating. And, drones can be a trigger word for a lot of people, but this has been used for good. Okay, our next story is about a familiar part of daily life that could soon undergo a major change. Okay. This is super. This is if you're living on Jeju, this is super relevant. Okay. This is according to Hala Daily. Jeju's day-by-day recycling system, which requires residents to put out different types of recyclable waste on specific days of the week. You and me both, brother. Man, you gotta know the schedule. You gotta show up. It'll be closed. Okay, it's now facing its biggest review since it was introduced nearly 10 years ago. Okay, Jeju province plans to temporarily suspend the system in a selected area and allow residents to dispose of properly separated recyclables every day. Okay. The pilot program is expected to run for around 2 to 3 months. Okay. So instead of specific days of the week, now it could be every day, but this is of a specific region. It's a pilot program and it's every day. The province will soon ask Jeju City and Sokobo City to recommend possible locations, so they haven't been decided yet. An urban neighborhood with a relatively large number of clean houses or communal waste collection points is considered the most likely choice. During the trials, officials will examine whether Jeju's waste processing facilities can handle the additional volume. It's not about, convenience for us, but is it possible for the infrastructure to handle having to deal with recyclables every day? How much more the system could cost, where landfill waste increases, and how residents respond to the change. Okay, I'm sure residents will be very happy about it, but it's a matter of, is it possible? Are we able to operate? Okay. Under the current system, households must separate items such as paper, glass bottles, plastics, vinyls, cans, scrap metal, styrofoam, non-combustible waste. Yes. So Sherry and Halsey, if you aren't familiar, at least in Jeju, we have to separate. It's very specific what we need to separate them in. Okay, general waste in standard rubbish bags and food waste can be taken out every day. But however, putting recyclable items out on the wrong day can result in a fine of 100,000 won. Waste disposal is also generally restricted between 3 and 4 p.m. Now, Governor Wei Song-gon pledged during the June local election campaign to abolish. Okay, so this is a new government. He's proposing to abolish the day's specific system, arguing that it causes inconvenience for residents. However, environmental officials have urged caution. They say the system has now been in place for almost a decade, and suddenly removing it could confuse residents and potentially increase the amount of rubbish going to landfills. When it happens, if it happens across the island, we will let you know if that happens, if and when that happens. Okay. Yes. So rather than immediately abolishing the program, Jeju province will conduct a wider research first to consider their options. Yeah. So there you go. The research is expected to continue until the end of 2027. So this is not going to happen anytime soon when we're able to recycle every day. Okay, so the research is going to go on until 2027. And officials say the final decision will be based on both the pilot program and the study, meaning the future of Jeju's recycling schedule is likely to become clearer next year. Okay, so for now, the current recycling rules remain in place, but after nearly 10 years, Jeju's familiar weekly system may be heading to a major rethink. Okay, nice. And the final one here, okay, is this one's cute. Okay, this is the Jeju Tourism Organization is looking for new businesses to join Honja Opsoge. Okay, Honja Opsoge, a project that provides travel information for visitors with pets. I'm about that. I'm totally about that. Applications are open until July 27th and are available to Jeju-based attractions, restaurants, cafes, accommodation providers, and pet-focused facilities that allow animals on their premises. Nice. Selected businesses will be featured on the project's pet-friendly travel ebook and introduced through special pet travel content on Visit Jeju, the island's official tourism information website. Very cool. So if you are a business right now, I have several friends with local businesses. If you accept pets and animals, maybe you can get on this. This is done by the JTO. Cool. The project name is a playful combination of Jeju's greeting, Honjo Opsoye, okay, and meaning welcome, and ge, okay, so it's hello, dogs, the Korean word for dog. Businesses interested in joining can find application details on the Jeju Tourism Organization website. So whether it's a cafe, hotel, restaurant, or attraction, or many of my friends who have their own businesses who accept animals, you guys can get on this, and then maybe you can be part of that that program done by the JTO, which is a big deal. Very cool. All right, there you go. That does it for our news of the day. We're gonna do a quick song break. Then we are gonna get into what's going down in the GC. Let's see what do we got next. Okay. This one I have to do. We this is a band that's going to be introduced in the 2026 Stepping Stone Festival. They are called Lazybone, all right, and they have been around a while. This is a ska punk band that I think they first formed in 1998. This song in particular, "Do It Yourself," I think it came out in 2003. So when you watch it, it is legit. A lot of these music that I play is a bit retro to fit our vibe, to fit like the retro like MTV vibe that we're giving. But this is actually from that time. It's like I'm opening an archive here and you'll see it like the video itself is like 240p. The video was put out 8 years ago, but I think the song came out in the early 2000s. So this is legit proper Korean punk. I think from what I read, they are first gen Korean punk, and we are so happy to have them on Gecko Radio. So this is Lazybone. Do it yourself. Enjoy.
꿈꾸며 사는 거야. 내 인생은 나의 것이니까 눈치 보며 살지만 빡빡하게 doing you a thing. 당당하게 사는 거야. 내 인생은 나의 것이니까 나의 길을 가겠어. 나의 꿈은 소중하니까. 하고 싶은 일 생긴 것 같아. 엄마에게 물어봐야지. 그녀가 자꾸만 보고 싶은데 엄마에게 야단 맞겠지. 내 사랑도 내 인생도 힘들 때는 나는 평생 엄마 찾아 산말리 반말리. 우리 집 강아지 아이고 내 새끼 네가 난 정말 자랑스럽다. 우리 아빠는 내게 말하지. 나는 이 길로 가고만 싶은데 아빠는 절대 허락 안 하지. 이거 해라 저거 해라 저건 절대 하지 마라. 머릿속에 맴돌아 기사에 맴돌아. 이제 날 냅둬라. 꿈꾸며 사는 거야. 내 인생은 나의 것이니까 눈치 보며 살지만 빡빡하게 doing you a thing. 당당하게 사는 거야. 내 인생은 나의 것이니까 나의 길을 가겠어. 나의 꿈은 소중하니까. 나는 가슴 눈물만 들린다오. 나에게 다시 돌아와줘. 첫사랑은 떠나갔지. 아버지도 그랬겠지. 별이 빛나는 별밤에 너무나 후회해. 네 맘을 보여줘. 사랑이 쉽게 떠나간다오. 하소연해도 소용없다오. 돈 주고 살 수도 없는 거라오. 진실만이 소중한 거라오. 로미오와 줄리엣과 벤사토와 김준배는 바보 로맨티스트. 로맨스 주위를 둘러봐. 모두 다 똑같아. 꿈꾸며 사는 거야. 내 인생은 나의 것이니까 눈치 보며 살지만 빡빡하게 doing you a thing. 당당하게 사는 거야. 내 인생은 나의 것이니까 나의 길을 가겠어. 당당하게 나의 꿈은 소중하니까. 다른 길로 가면 난 행복해질 텐데 나랑 그건 착한 아이야. 빠른 기뻐할 텐데 하지만 난 가고 싶은 길을 갈 거야. 왜 없는 인생 멋지잖아. 이거 나의 인생이야. Doing you a thing. 꿈꾸며 사는 거야. 내 인생은 나의 것이니까 눈치 보며 살지만 빡빡하게 doing you a thing. 당당하게 사는 거야. 내 인생은 나의 것이니까 나의 길을 가겠어. 나의 꿈은 소중하니까. 꿈꾸며 사는 거야. 내 인생은 나의 것이니까 눈치 보며 살지만 빡빡하게 doing you a thing. 당당하게 사는 거야. 내 인생은 나의 것이니까 나의 길을 가겠어. 빡빡하게 doing you a thing.
Oh, whoops. This is the wrong Mr. Rogers. Okay, that's fine. That'll work. Bum, bum, bum.
It's It's a
Beautiful day in the GEC. Beautiful day in the G. This is the very old one. Yeah, I got mixed up here. Okay, that's fine. That works. Okay. What's going down in the GEC? Well, the first one is here. Okay, this one has to do with one of our local schools, GEC schools. This is the BHA. Branksome Hall Asia is welcoming 3 new members to its senior leadership team ahead of the new school year. Leading the team is Claire Berger, who joins as the school's new, head of school. Branksome says she brings extensive international leadership experience and a strong commitment to student learning and well-being. As also joining is John Park. That's awesome. The new chief operating officer. Love to see it. He arrives from Cambridge in the United States, where he recently worked at Harvard University. My goodness, this guy. A former U.S. diplomat. He brings a wealth of experience in operations, leadership, and strategic planning. My gosh. Wow, that guy is stacked. Okay, completing the new leadership team is Kate Zhang, who joins from Vancouver, Canada, as Director of Admissions, Marketing, and Communications. With a background in international education, she brings a global perspective and is passionate about sharing the stories that make BHA a unique place to learn and grow. So yes, as the new academic year approaches, Branksome Hall Asia says it looks forward to working with students, families, and faculty and staff to build the school's strong foundation. So a warm welcome from Gecko Radio to Claire Berger, John Park, and Kate Zhang as they begin their chapter at Branksome Hall Asia. Very cool. Nice. Okay, this next one is actually pretty cool, okay? And this is a community opportunity for anyone involved in a club, performance group, or local organization in and around the GEC, okay? Let me put it up here, okay? This is posted by the Jeju GEC office on Facebook. Applications are now open for the 2026 Jeju GEC Community Festival, which is scheduled to take place on Saturday, October 24th at the GEC Neighborhood Park. The festival aims to bring together global education city residents. You can look at the details right here, okay? International school students and wider Daejeon community for the day of performances, activities, food, and connections. I got the second page here. Residents and student clubs based in GEC or Daejeon area are invited to take part. Applications are open for stage performances up to 15 minutes, including dance, music, choir, and theater. Groups can also apply to run experience booths, promote their clubs, sell local produce, or organize activities such as flea markets, busting, and photo zones. Around 1,000 residents and students are expected to attend the festival. Applications must be submitted by August 31st, either by email to Kang, that's KANG 0128 at korea.kr, or in person at the Jeju GEC office, located at 86 Jeju City Road in Daejeon. Yes. For further information, call 064-710-3433 or 3434. Please note that the date and venue are currently tentative, so if applications exceed capacity, it says first come, first serve pretty much. Daejeon community groups may be given priority following a review. So yes, there we go. There we go. That does it. So yeah, that would be a really cool opportunity, even for high school bands. So I hope some of the high school bands are listening. Okay. All right. Yes. ICG. Yeah. Korea saves God. Nice. Let's move on here. To our next song. Yes. Okay. This is another debut by another band who is going to be at the 2026 Stepping Stone Festival. Really happy to have them. It's a really cool, straight up alternative, good old alternative band. This is Gyojung. It's called Failed Reality. It's got a really cool mix of vocals and that good old alternative sound. You know what I'm talking about. After that, it's Jeju Gems. Jeju Gems. Okay, we're back to Jeju Gems. In bright red, writer JY has said, "We've been here." Okay, because she is terrible with faces, and I'm terrible with places I've been. So we're made for each other. So many times I'll cover a thing, and she's like, "Don't you remember we've been here?" I actually do. I do remember being here. This is a really cool experience. Yes, it is time for Jeju Gems, where we introduce a place on the island that we think deserves a little more love. Okay, let's bring up the image here. There I am. Yes. Okay. Today's pick is Damhwahan in Jeju City. Now, we carefully selected the question of the day because we wanted to introduce Ongi, and we wanted to introduce this space because Damhwahan is one of the best places on the island to discover the story of Jeju's traditional earthenware. There I am there, and of course the coffee's great. It's got Ongi everywhere on the shelves for sale, and even the cups is also Jeju Ongi as well. So super cool. And the location is boop right here. Here's the map for you guys. It's about 20 to 30 minutes from the airport, depending on traffic. Now it doesn't seem that far away, but yeah, it can take up to 20, 30 minutes because it's kind of jutting into the mountainside. So the roads get a little bit more windy and things like that. At first glance, it feels like a beautiful cafe. I'll bring up this image again. Tucked away from the city, you can sit in a peaceful garden, enjoy coffee or tea, and browse shelves filled with handcrafted bowls, cups, and jars. But Damhwahan is more than just a cafe. It's also home to the Jeju Ongi Sum Museum, where you can learn about Jeju's unique pottery tradition. Yes, what's fascinating, and I got a bunch of them, is boop, here's one, boop, here's another one, boop, here's another one. Okay. What's fascinating about Jeju Ongi, it's different from mainland Ongi, okay? Now, yes, here we go. I talked about this. Most traditional Korean ongi is coated with glaze to make it waterproof, but Jeju's volcanic soil contains around 5%. Okay, this is why. Because it contains 5% more iron, and its fine clay naturally seals itself during firing. That means many Jeju ongi pieces are fired without glaze, allowing the jars to remain slightly porous and literally breathe. That's awesome. And you can see here, it's got the shimmer, but it's not super shiny, and that's from the iron and the sediments in the glaze itself. It's and as what's cool is it keeps it porous, so it allows the jars to breathe a bit. That's what exactly makes them good for fermenting foods like doenjang, gochujang, soy sauce, and kimchi. Yes, there we go. So you can see there, plates, teacups. I have one. This is from a different location, but it's the same here. This is a cup. This one, and you can actually see the shimmer, can't you? Right? Just a reflection off the light. Some of them is very subtle, but it's got a bit of it's a bit shiny looking. And I love this. I love this because actually this was given to us cheap because they considered it it was kind of put on the back shelf, but they were like, "Hey, would you like this one?" And you're like, "Yeah, sure, we'll take it." This is of course this is handmade. And what's lovely too is just the texture to your lips because it keeps a very kind of sedimentary texture. And there is a hint, just a tiny hint of the mineral taste itself when I'm drinking tea. And it's not dirty tasting, it's a bit earthy. And that is actually and this is from the ground. This is straight up what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for, man? I forgetting my English all the time. Not sediment, but just the minerals. This is the minerals. There it is. Minerals. See, it's not a difficult word. I just brain farted out of my head. But you can actually taste a bit of the minerals in here. Super lovely. Here's it could be a soju cup. It could be a hot tea cup. This is really nice. Look, that's a really good view of the shimmer there. Can't you see it? That's really nice. Okay. And what's really cute is here. This is actually a chopstick holder, and we have two. I don't know where the second one is. I think the second one is a puppy, but that's a little cute. It's fired chopstick holder for your table. Super cool. Okay, the pottery here is created by ceramicist Kang Seung Chul and Jung Min Sun. Jung Min Sun, my apologies, Jung Mi Sun, who opened Damwahun not only as a workshop but also as a place where people could experience and appreciate value of Jeju Ongi. Their mission is simple: to preserve this uniquely Jeju craft and help it become a living tradition for future generations. We really love Damwahun and previously visited for an Arirang radio story. Yeah. So we can actually kind of look at that here. Let me take these out. And this is from, oh man, I don't know when this is from. This is from several years ago, but this is my interview with founder and ceramicist Kang Seung Chul. So let's take a look here.
제가 이제 재현이라는 얘기를 좀 생각을 해봤어요. 그러니까 무슨 얘기냐면 지금 뭐 특히 옹기 관련된 책들은 전부 옛날 옹기에 대해서 설명이 있지 그거에 대한 재현한 책은 없다고 저는 봤기 때문에 옛날 옹기 중에서도 남죽동이 여기 광령 1리거든요. 제주시의 옹기가 분명히 존재를 했었고 많이 60년대까지도 많이 이렇게 뭐 쓰여졌다는 거를 가서 저는 녹취를 했었거든요. 한 2012년도에 그거를 기본으로 해서.
So he's been a really integral part of keeping the history. You can see there, and he also has the museum.
이렇게
But also he does it himself in the kiln. It's super
굴이라
amazing.
그러죠. 그러면 굴 가마 내부가 이렇게.
I want to skip forward here. There's a really cool part about there's a history, and this is part of the museum. Okay, this part is cool. So depending on the lip, like the opening of the jar, it actually tells you what it serves. Super cool. Take a look at this. One thing I remember, these are for 술, for alcohol.
Yeah, this is alcohol. That is water.
Yeah.
It's similar, but it's cup.
Just the
cup.
cup, yeah. You can see the opening in there. If you see where his hand is, the opening looks like a soju cup, like an alcohol serving cup. So that's why it's there. And the one just above his hand is for water. So there you go. That is super cool. Nice. All right. So I hope you learned a little bit about Jeju Ongi today, and you'll find them at 55 Jurure Gil in Jeju City, Tuesday through Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay. Or you can check them out on Instagram at Damhwahun. Very nice. Okay. Let's very quickly do Jeju Word of the Day.
The Jeju word of the day. Yeah.
All right, the Jeju Word of the Day here. Let's bring it down a little bit. Boop, boop, make it a little bigger. Beep. There we go. Okay, Jeju Word of the Day is hubuk. Hubuk is a traditional Jeju water jar used to carry fresh water from springs or wells back home. Now, Jeju women often carried it on their backs. Beep, here we go. On their backs using a woven basket called a mul gudok. Okay, especially in villages where water was difficult to access. So, mul hobok literally means water hubuk or water carrying jar. So there you go. And that's also another ongi. Very good. And we know that it keeps the water clean and it's porous, so it lets the water breathe. Very nice. It doesn't get stale or anything like that. So very good. A little bit of history with the Jeju Word of the Day. All right, guys. I hope you had a wonderful day today, this really cool Wednesday. Very informative. We learned a lot of cool stuff about rescue drones and the Jeju traditional pottery. Super cool. This is one of my favorite things from Jeju, honestly. If you don't have a chance to get this, if you live on Jeju, do yourself a favor and buy some of this. Buy a nice set. If you go to some potters, you can get pretty affordable prices. Don't go to tourist traps. But yes, these are great. I love these. All right. Let's finish things off. This song is also by Lazybone, Nabiya, and I can't decide whether it's like a great music video or the greatest music video of all time. I couldn't stop laughing. It's such a hilarious video. So do enjoy this. This is a much more recent song by them. The last one was, man, that was back in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. But this one is much more recent, but it's super fun. You're going to have a blast watching this, and you'll get to enjoy to see them live at the 2026 Stepping Stone Festival. I've been your host, Mark Wilson Che, and I'll see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. Tomorrow is, what is tomorrow? What is tomorrow? The end of the script just ends here. We forgot to put the closing. I forgot the Thursday segment. You guys got to help me out here. It's not Jeju Gems. Oh man, I totally forget it. Anyways, that shows you how good of a DJ I am. All right, I completely rely on my script. Here is Nabiya. Please enjoy it by Lazybone, and I will see you tomorrow, 7 a.m. Enjoy.
사랑도 하고 싶었고 멋있고도 싶었지. 나는 절뚝거리는 다리와 발바닥에 깊이 박힌 가시 나는 알아. 너는 그거 아니라는 걸. 나비야 내가 가시를 빼줄게. 이리 와 나비야 내가 가시를 빼줄게. 무서워 말고 불을 쫓아 달려가다 발바닥이 아파 멈추네. 이빨을 드러내는 세상이 왠지 두려움만 가득